Welcome to National Focus. I'm Kimani. Coming up, the second phase of the Magua Road project has kicked off. VOSH concludes its 22nd mission to Dominica, and Plaine MP says life is back to normal in the southeast. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this. Thanks for staying with us. The Magua Road, the only road passing through the community of Bellevue-Chopin, is again in the focus. On Thursday, GIS News and the area's Honorable Parliamentary Representative Dr. Kenneth Daru was on that work site. The entire road is being built in phases. The first 450 feet was overhauled last May, and the second 450 feet began just last week. Each phase costs $70,000. Contractor and community man Agrippa Moranci has more than a decade of experience in projects like this and is already midway.
I think it's a very good project, but I just hope for the continuation of the entire road to see it complete. You know, because I mean it have been there bad and everybody's complaining, so I would just like to see it completed.
9 locals are employed on the project. The Magua Road winds and climbs through the small community and leads to several houses atop the hill. For a long time, residents and users have had to make their way up this dusty and bumpy yet well-trodden road. Honorable Dr. Kenneth Daru is looking to put an end to that.
I think it's commendable that just a few months after Tropical Storm Erika, and when we know that the efforts are concentrated on rebuilding and repairing areas affected by the Tropical Storm Erika, that the government could find financing to continue this road in Bellevue-Chopin, the Magua Road, which is a commitment I remember we made to the people sometime last year. You would have noticed that entering the village, we would have done the first 100 or so yards, and right now we're doing another $70,000 worth of road. Of course, as the parent, my hope and my aim is that we can continue with very little interruptions in between, because as you can appreciate, there's still a sizable amount of road to be done. And it's always a joy, you know, as a parent when you come in a community and you see something positive happening. First of all, apart from the road being necessary, the employment of the young guys, you know, you always get a different feeling, a different vibes from the community when you walk in and people are employed and something positive is happening.
The contractor got special mention from Honorable Daru.
I really would like to first of all commend the contractor, Mr. Moranci, for his stellar work, and I mean I wish I had the powers to really give him all contracts to do concrete works around Dominica, because as you can see, he does some really wonderful work. And secondly, of course, the fact that they create employment for the young people, the young men of the community, is also commendable.
Minister Daru adds that the resettlement of the people of Petit Savan in Bellevue-Chopin area plays into the spin-off benefits of the almost fully motorable road.
In the next few months, the Petit Savan community most likely will be resettled in the Bellevue-Chopin area. So infrastructure and increasing and improving the infrastructure in the Bellevue community is also of paramount importance. So getting this road repaired and done is, I think, a first step and a good first step towards the whole resettlement of the Petit Savan community in Bellevue.
A Basic Needs Trust Fund project was approved to improve the water supply in Bellevue-Chopin. According to the Honorable Minister, a review of the project scope will take place to accommodate the Petit Savan people. Meanwhile, District Nurse Mario Moise has a professional stake in the completion of this project.
When I came in, the road was in a dilapidated condition. However, I am happy to see that it is being improved, because when you have the sick ones around this area and the ambulance has to bring them out, you know, it's very difficult. It was very difficult. So now that improvement has taken place, I am very happy, and I just want to thank the government of Dominica.
Honorable Daru hopes that the entire road will be finished this year, as well as other village roads in Bellevue-Chopin. The funding for this project was routed through the Ministry of Constituency Empowerment. Once again, VOSH is here in Dominica on its 22nd mission to the island. Scores of Dominicans turned out at the Goodwill Parish Hall to have their eyes checked. His Excellency Conrad McIntyre, acting president of Dominica, visited the mission's worksite on Thursday. His Excellency was taken on a tour of the mission's setup at the Goodwill Parish Hall. He also had his eyes checked. The group Volunteer Optometrist Services for Humanity has visited the island yearly for the last 22 years. GIS News had the opportunity to speak with the head of the mission.
50 years ago, 3 optometrists in Kansas wanted to go out to less advantaged countries and help them with eye care. And optometrists are primarily concerned with refractive conditions. So glasses, reading glasses, short-sightedness, that type of thing. And that's where it started. And now it's gone to like 45 countries. In the United States, there's like 150 chapters. And we're from the Michigan chapter. That's through the Michigan College of Optometry. So we actually have 5 missions that go out every year.
The average VOSH mission has 18 to 20 members and sees 600 to 900 patients on a mission. However, the team which comes to Dominica has 37 members who usually see up to 1,800 persons. Dr. Rubel explains that this is because of the exceptional Dominica experience.
The Rotary relationship with us and the government, the relationship we have with the nurses at the health centers, part of the reason we can see 1,800 people is there is such a synergism in making this work that it works so efficiently. I mean, you've seen the assembly line. This is like making Ford cars. The assembly line to check people, and it actually works. They get over here and they get something that usually they like. We don't fix everybody, but they usually like it, and it's 25 EC.
The team began its mission on January 18th and concluded today, January 21st. Eye care was provided in Portsmouth, Margot, St. Joseph, Grant Bay, and Roseau. The government of Dominica is continuing to keep key stakeholders in the loop as it relates to the National Abattoir. On Tuesday, January 19th, a second consultation of the draft business plan for the abattoir was held to ensure that the final framework for moving forward is done in a manner that when operations officially commence, procedures run smoothly.
The abattoir, as we know, has been tested. That has been done. Production is one of the areas right now where we are heavily focusing on. We have to ensure that we could bring down the price of feed. We have to ensure that the branding is done, that the stores can get the quality chicken that they deserve to get from us at the abattoir. And we are dealing now with the consumers, and we are trying to identify, to zero in on what we believe could be our problem areas as it comes to ensuring that the total works of the abattoir is successful.
Participants of the consultation included the DAIC, DEXA, and BAM, among others. A priority of the consultation is to address the concerns of stakeholders.
We are also addressing the farmers' concern. You know, some farmers have concerns with financing. We'll address that. Some farmers have concerns with feed. Feed is a problem when it comes to, at least, the broilers, for example. When it comes to pigs, you know, you could subsidize. You could get, you know, your plantain leaves, your tanya leaves, your grass, your whatever to give to the pigs. But with chickens, you have to feed them on a strict program so that we could have them in 6 weeks. So we are heavily involved in discussions on how we could alleviate that problem for the farmer. So these are one of the issues that we have, but which I am confident that we will overcome.
The issue of pricing was also a major focus of the consultation.
As we are here speaking right now, we are trying to let the consultants understand that they have to extrapolate from all the information they have to give us a pricing point. But one thing I'll say to that is that when it comes to our product that we're going to put out there on the market, we're going to ensure that the price of pork is going to be competitive with the pork coming in. However, to stretch it a little further, we'll ensure that the quality is going to be so much better, so that if the pricing of us is equivalent to the prices of those coming in, the Dominican consumer will rush and get our product instead. So we are aware that the pricing has to be right, and not just for the product on the market, across the board. You know, production for the farmers, pricing for the live weight of the chickens and the pigs, and then, of course, the feed, and then the final product on the market. So yes, this is being addressed as we speak, and by the end of the month, the consultants will give us a final draft, and from that we will take the recommendations and move forward with the abattoir.
ATN called on farmers who have not yet come on board with the National Abattoir to do so, as the expected benefits will be realized nationally. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Protection from abuse is every child's right. Everyone has a shared responsibility in protecting the child from abuse.
Mothers, believe your children when they say they've been abused, and follow through with child abuse cases when they've been reported.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Welcome back. Parliamentary representative for the Plaine constituency, Peter Saint-Jean, says that life is back to normal in the southeast. Tropical storm Erica had left communities in the southeast cut off from the rest of the island for 17 weeks. It was a huge and costly undertaking for government to restore access to the area. However, on Christmas Eve 2015, the constituents received a highly anticipated gift: the completion of the installment of a Bailey Bridge, which reconnected them to the rest of the island.
For me as Star Rep, this was a great day in the rewritten history of the people of the southeast of Dominica. And I really want to thank the constituents for bearing, for their forbearance and patience throughout the 17 weeks. And importantly, to thank my cabinet colleagues, the Honorable Prime Minister, and indeed the staff and technicians at the Ministry of Public Works. For us in the southeast, life has returned to normal, and we will do everything to ensure that those communities can get back to exactly where they were.
Honorable Saint-Jean says, however, there is still some more work to be done as other sections of road in the area have been compromised.
I speak here specific of the Victoria area, where another section of the road actually caved in. But from the information that I have, the Ministry of Public Works is currently in the stage of preparing cost estimates for another bridge crossing in the Victoria area. I must also speak to the issue of the roadway from the Guardia to Point Milan, that is the East Coast Road. You would have noticed that some works are currently ongoing. A contractor has been engaged. That roadway was seriously compromised during the passage of Tropical Storm Erica. However, the Cabinet of the Commonwealth of Dominica is well aware of the state of the road and has taken steps to address the current road problems affecting residents of the southeast.
In other news, the threat of the Zika virus is increased as during the carnival season, Dominica may receive visitors from neighboring islands who are already affected with the virus. The Pan American Health Organization and the World Health Organization have reported that over 18 countries in Latin America and the Caribbean region have confirmed cases of the virus. These include Martinique, Puerto Rico, Haiti, Barbados, and St. Martin. Environmental Health Officer Clara Charles says the Environment Health Department and National Pest Control are taking measures to minimize the threat of the Zika virus on the island.
We have already started increased premises surveillance for the Aedes aegypti mosquito. We also have started educational programs for our schools, our health centers, for the public. We have also started fogging activities in our areas of high mosquito infestation. And earlier this morning, we had fogging activities taking place at Marigot and Douglas Charles Airport. In addition, prior to the main carnival event on Carnival Monday and Tuesday, we will have fogging activities taking place within Roseau and the environs. At the present entry, we have, especially at Douglas Charles Airport, the port, Kingston Airport, the ferry. We have Port Health Officers stationed, and they are available at when all planes come in or when goods come into the island. and they will receive necessary documentations indicating whether that any persons were suspected of being ill on the vessels or the aircrafts. They will also be interviewing individuals who come from areas that are infected with the Zika virus also, and they will also be issuing alert cards to the individuals who come in, telling them exactly if you're infected, what you should do.
She says the public also has even a greater responsibility to take protective measures.
The public is advised that the best way to prevent infection is to minimize exposure to mosquito bites, especially of the Aedes aegypti mosquito, by taking measures to reduce mosquito breeding. These measures include identifying and removing mosquito breeding sites, such as collections of stagnant water from around homes and workplaces. Other important ways to avoid infection from Zika virus include wearing clothes with long sleeves and long legs, especially in the morning and late afternoon, using mosquito repellents with 40% dipped, and sleeping under or using bed nets. Contact your healthcare provider if you suspect you have symptoms of Zika virus, and if you're infected, you should avoid being bitten by the Aedes mosquitoes during the first week of illness.
The Zika virus is transmitted by the bite of an infected Aedes aegypti mosquito, the same mosquito that transmits chikungunya and dengue. Symptoms are similar to those of dengue and chikungunya and include fever, joint and muscle pain, conjunctivitis or red eyes, headache, weakness, rash, swelling of the lower limbs, and to a lesser extent, vomiting, diarrhea, or abdominal pain. As of December 2015, Dominica has not recorded any cases of the disease. And that's the English segment of the news. McPherson St. Luce is up next with Creole highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non, moi c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, management board actuel qu'a joint en Dominique Simen Salah. Parole Salah sorti au ministre Telecoms, Honorable Kelvin Darrow. Sinon, ministre Darrow, ça fait qu'à concerner Cable Wireless et puis Flow, parmi d'autres bagailles qui discuter.
Ça c'est un meeting pour discuter bagailles qui a fait dans télécommunication secteur là. Et puis meeting ça là, nous ni un new director de Dominique, Monsieur Julius Timothy, il a replace Monsieur Ian Monroe, et puis il représenter Dominique au meeting ça là, et puis ça you can discuss c'est BT qui a fait au télécommunication secteur là, nous ni agreement et puis Cable Wireless Flow et puis Ectel, nous ni un BT qui est communications bill là, tous les bagages ça là, net neutrality. So là you vini ici, you can discuss ces bagages ça là.
Organisation là qui a aussi lancé un magazine comme tu travailles ailleurs.
C'est un magazine qui dit nous ça Ectel Café hot place OECS territories. Ça c'est place Grenada, Saint Lucie, Saint Vincent, Saint Kitts et puis Dominique. Toutes ces places ça là. Et puis les meetings ça là commencé et puis discussions là commencé. Yo ni pour advice pour ces ministers là, pour télécom, pour OECS là. So, moi espérer ça qu'a fait là, et puis nous prenons une décision, le meeting ça là fini.
D'autres nouvelles, d'autres travail qui prend place à la cour l'école en Charlottesville. Parole celle là sortie du ministère de l'Éducation, Honorable Peter Saint-Jean, People's Republic of China. Financer projet là qui ouvert pour accommoder étudiants des semaines qui passent.
Teacher et enfants de l'école quand occuper l'école Newton Prime. Bâtiment complet. Mais nous avons des petits bitins pour faire en la cour l'école là. Ça nous a level manger la cour. Nous avons court là en place, basketball court là. Ça qui a manqué, c'est fencing, et on contract, nous avons un contrat pour bâtir et ce travail qui continue en mois février pour nous, puisque nous voulons essayer que les enfants en l'école soient dans un environnement qui est sain et sauf. À pour raison ça là, nous mettons barrière tout le monde l'école là.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle en créole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est McPherson St. Louis. Au revoir.
Before we leave, here is one announcement. The Physical Planning Division and Dillon Consulting, the designated consultant for the new National Physical Development Plan, will be holding consultation sessions in Roseau on January 25th at the Public Service Union Building, January 26th in Portsmouth at the Central Credit Union, and January 27th in Marigot at the Marigot Fisheries Complex. The consultations will discuss the upcoming National Physical Development Plan, which will steer the physical development of Dominica over the next 20 years. All consultations will begin at 5:30 p.m. and end at 7 p.m. The general public is invited to attend the sessions closest to them. Calm down. Stress can make you feel the symptoms of acid reflux more acutely, and the majority of people with acid reflux says stress is a common trigger. That's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kimani. Thank you for watching, and join us again next time on National Focus.